Hello everyone! For those of you that don't know me, my name is Cassandra. I am a licensed realtor, and today I wanted to go over the questions that I am most frequently asked as a realtor. For those of you that follow me on Instagram, I did put a question box on there so that you could ask me any questions that you have if you're looking to get into real estate or you just kind of want to know how I got into it, what my day-to-day looks like, anything like that. I did get quite a bit of responses, so let me just show you. I have compiled a list and I'm gonna go through and answer those. I also did note the questions that I just get most frequently asked throughout the week because I, no joke, get asked real estate related questions 2 or 3 times a week from people specifically looking to get into real estate. Hopefully they're all in one place so that you can just be drowned in knowledge and information and wisdom by yours truly. No, I'm just kidding, but anyways, let's get into it. The first question that I am asked most frequently is definitely why did I decide to go into real estate and why did I decide to become a realtor? So first and foremost, my biggest passion in life is to help people. I am driven and motivated by people needing help. I want to be there, I want to help you, I want to try to make anything easier for you. That is my drive and my passion in life. So looking at real estate, we know that it is the biggest financial investment you will ever make and one of the biggest you will ever make in your entire life. So when I saw that there was a huge opportunity to help someone through that, it was a no-brainer for me. Plus, I've also been exposed to real estate for quite a few years. My dad is a realtor who got in during the housing crash in 2008. So I grew up going to showings, going to open houses, home inspections, things along that regard, and I really just fell in love with it, and I knew that eventually it was something I was going to do with my life. I just wasn't sure when that would start. But I graduated high school and took some time to really just work a job. Like, it wasn't something I loved, but it was something that brought me joy. It just wasn't my passion. So I started looking around and knew that I had to find a stable job that could carry me through to retirement. And I thought back on real estate and I seriously did some considering, some digging, and I knew that this was where I wanted to be and what was going to fit for me in my lifestyle. So that's another big reason I got into it. And the final reason that I got into real estate, it just boils down to the fact that I do not like school. For those that know me, you know this is so true. Like, I did great in school. I was a phenomenal student, and I am not trying to brag. Humbly saying, if you can really say this humbly, it's just the reality of the situation. I did well in school, but I just didn't like it. I was really just there to get done what I needed to get done and to make it to the end to get my diploma so that I could go on to bigger and better things in life. But I knew that after high school, I did not want to go to college for another 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 years, however long it was I needed to be going to school. So real estate is also something you can make a career, you can make good money in, so that was another no-brainer for me. I am a hard worker. I will give everything that I am passionate about my all. So when I knew that I could give this my all and make good money and make a living off of it, it was also just another determining factor for me that, yeah, this is something that you should consider and you should try, because if it doesn't work out, then it doesn't work out and you can pursue something different. Those are the main reasons that I decided to go into real estate, but by far, the first and foremost reason is just the passion to help people. If that is not there, you need to consider if this is really a career for you. The second question that I get asked most frequently is definitely what brokerage do I recommend? I am biased and I am always going to recommend the brokerage that I am with, that I have been with since day one. If you are in Utah, definitely check us out, but I am with Elite Choice and I cannot see myself going anywhere else. I am so happy here. It is where I call home and the people that I love being with. So I recommend Elite Choice if you're in Utah. But what I do recommend doing if you're trying to find a brokerage is interview everywhere that you can. Interview every single brokerage and just get a feel for what they offer, who they are, what they stand for, all of those types of things. If you are an agent trying to pick a brokerage, what I recommend doing is sitting down and writing out the things that are important to you. If you need some training, if you need a team, if you need leadership, if you're looking more for a full commission, no commission splits, anything that you're looking for, I would sit down and I would list all of those things out, and then I would interview and I would see who offers the things that you are looking for. So one of the big ones for leadership and training and teams and things like that I found was Keller Williams. I felt pretty good about them. There were just some other things that ended up steering me in a different direction, and that's okay, but I definitely recommend them for agents that are just getting into the field. I think that they had a lot to offer. Another brokerage that I thought would be great for new agents was definitely Coldwell Banker. They had, hopefully they still have, I believe it was around 3 months, like a training class type of a thing that they offered new agents, and it seemed very beneficial and valuable. So if that's something you're looking for, definitely check into that. If your focus is more like no commission splits or something like that, I found that was harder to find, but at Elite Choice, there are no commission splits. There's just a transaction fee, which is very typical. Usually that's pulled out of your commission split, or at least that's what I found when I was asking around and interviewing. But yeah, 100% commission here. So if that's something that's important to you, definitely look around, just interview, see what they offer, and then make a decision based off of what it is that you are needing. The next question that I get asked is definitely, how long does it take to get your real estate license? So I'm going to say that this is really mainly dependent upon you. In Utah and in every other state, but specifically me being licensed in Utah as of right now, there are required hours that you have to meet. You have to be in class for a certain amount of time. In Utah, it is 120 hours, so you are going to have to complete 120 hours of class time. Once you are done with that, you are good to take your state and your national exam, and then you can pick a brokerage and you are a licensed real estate agent. To become a realtor, there's a couple more things that you do have to do. They're not difficult, but definitely worth looking into. I'm a realtor, so I took those extra steps, and I recommend that you do too. It's been very beneficial. It's definitely very much so at your own pace. I would look into your state to see what the requirements are, and then I would go from there. For me personally, just so I can give you some insight, I started school January of 2020. I finished up in March of 2020. And then I had some personal things come up in my life that set me back quite a bit, unfortunately, but that's okay. Everything works out how it should. And I ended up taking my state and national exam in July. I passed, and then some more unfortunate things came up, but I did end up getting licensed in, I believe, August-September timeframe is when I got licensed, and it's been great, and I've loved every single second of it so far. But that's just what my timeline looks like. I know some people that get their real estate license within a matter of months, and I am just so happy for them. I'm happy for everyone that makes this step because it's not easy. The test is 4 hours long, it's hundreds of questions. I mean, it is a journey, but one that is very well worth it. So, long story short, just look into it. It's gonna be up to you. It's gonna depend on if you can pay for school right now, if you have to wait a little bit, if you can pay for the test. There's multiple factors that go into it, so just look around and decide on what's best for you in your situation. Alright, the next question that I get asked most frequently is, what schools do I recommend? I personally think that you need to take a step back and decide if you learn best in person or online. Once you know that, you can really decide what avenue to go down and what to look into further. I personally learn better in person. I love the human interaction. I love hearing the stories. I love being able to ask questions and getting an immediate response. For me, that was a good route. For some people, they much prefer online. They think it's faster. Maybe they like that there's not someone there. They're not big on like human interaction at the moment. So just look at what's best for you. I personally went to the Ogden Weber Technical College. I think they're great. That's the second program that I've taken there, and I have nothing but good things to say about them. I recommend them if you're in the northern Utah area. Another good school that I've heard of is Stringham Schools. I've heard nothing but great things. They're an online school for real estate. I've only done schooling at one place, so I have the one place to personally recommend, but I would just look at all of the options that you have and make the best decision for you. Alright, the next question that I get asked most frequently is it easy to make money as a realtor? So, Easy being the word that I always stop at. Is it easy? No, it's not easy to make money as a business owner. It takes hard work, it takes knowledge, it takes time. It's a process. It's not a guaranteed paycheck, so it's not easy, but is it doable? Yes. If you're willing to work hard, to stay consistent, you can do anything that you set your mind to. I personally really truly do believe that. So it obviously has to be attainable because there are people like me, there are realtors out there who stick with it and make a career out of it. So it is definitely doable. But what I want you to be aware of is that it is not a get rich quick type of a thing. The thing that really just drives me crazy is I get on TikTok, I'm scrolling through and I see people say, becoming a real estate agent is the quickest, easiest way to become a millionaire, or I just made $50,000 this month through real estate. It was easy, you can do it too, like here's a step-by-step guide type of a thing. And while that's great, and I know that that does happen for some people, it is not the case for the majority of people, or else everybody and their dog would be a realtor because it's just so easy. It's not. And I think that that's okay because that really just shows that you can make it in an industry, you can be a business owner, and you are driven, hardworking, you're able to get to where you need to be on your own. And I think that that is such an important skill to have in this industry. But no, it's not easy. It is doable though if you work hard. You'll get to where you want to be. It's going to happen. I guarantee it. It just is bound to. So that's what I have to say for that question. Next question that I get asked is, what do you do on a day-to-day basis, or what does your day look like? In real estate, I have found that no day looks the same, and I love that about it. I absolutely love it. I get bored of doing the same thing every single day, so in this industry, I'm very grateful that no day looks the same. And when I say that, I really do mean it. Some days you're going to spend all day doing marketing. Other days you're going to have to break it up into showings and sending your clients properties and contacting loan officers and reading over appraisals, and you have a closing, and like some days it's all over the place, some days it's more chill. Every day looks different, but what I have found is that I've been able to break my week up into somewhat of a routine and a schedule. So I do something very specific on Monday, on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So if you want me to do a video about what that looks like, I totally can, but no day looks the same. Something else to note in real estate is that you really are a business owner, you're your own boss, so you do get to make your schedule to a point, but the thing is that your client's schedule has to come first because you are helping them. You're making this a possibility for them. So if they can't go to a showing at the time that you're available, you may have to move some things around, but you do essentially make your own schedule, but there's a little bit of a twist to that. So no day looks the same. That's okay. That's just the industry. Okay, I also get asked quite frequently what my favorite part about my job is, and truly my favorite part about my job is just meeting new people and getting to build lifelong relationships. I love having people that I can share good times with, I can share in the bad times with, I can help, they can help me, we can laugh and joke and be there for like pregnancy announcements, they just got a new job, those big moments that people are super excited for in life. Like, it makes me so happy to have people to share those with and to cheer in those moments with, to mourn in some sad moments with. I just love people. Like, I really do love people. So building relationships and having more people in my life is my favorite part about my job. More business-wise though, I guess my favorite part really is just helping them into a house, like helping them understand what the process looks like, how much they can expect to save for certain things, to put down for certain things. I really just love making this as smooth of a process as possible. So business-wise, that's my favorite part. I feel like a lot of agents don't educate their clients as much as their clients would like, and that's why a lot of clients and people looking to buy a house turn to YouTube, they turn to TikTok, they turn to Instagram, they turn to other platforms to try to get answers to their questions, because I feel like a lot of agents don't educate. So I'm very big on education, on making sure my clients feel comfortable and happy every single step of the process. So that's something that I'm very big on, probably my favorite part business-wise. This is a very important question and one that I get asked a lot. So what are the best ways to drive business as a new and a young realtor? I would definitely say this is going to be dependent on you and your personality. I would take a second to make a list. I'm very big on lists and writing things out. But I would take a second to just think about you and what you like to do. So for some people, a big way that they get business is through social media. Some other people love to door knock, others like to cold call, others like to get involved in their community and build relationships. It's really going to be dependent on you, your personality, and what you have time for, what you want to put your energy into, that sort of a thing. So for me, I do a lot of marketing through social media. That's just a big way that I drive business. I also really keep in contact with the people in my life, so I'm big on building relationships. For other people though, I know they kill it at cold calling. Like they pay to get numbers and to do things like that, and they just spend 4 to 5 hours on the phone every day and they make 6 figures a year. I know other people really love to do door knocking. Like it's really going to be dependent on you and your personality. I don't think that there is one best way for anybody. I think just pick the way that works best for you and then make sure that you stay consistent. Consistency is key. I have found it's key in everything in your life. So yes, if you decide to door knock, hit it every single weekend, every day if you have time, whatever you want to do. If you do social media, make sure you stay consistent that way. If you're cold calling, just stay consistent. You will see results. I promise. It is so hard to beat someone that is consistent and that never gives up. So you will make it, just keep at it. Okay, that is all the questions that I'm gonna answer for right now. If you have any other questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments below. I can definitely try to answer it there. And if not, I'll just make another video like this and go over some questions that I got asked. I wanted to thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. I really appreciate it and I hope that this was insightful to you. If you would like to follow along and see the other content that I put out, if you think that I could help you, definitely subscribe. You can turn on post notifications to get a notification every time that I post, and I will see you very soon. Thank you. Bye-bye.